Hello, beautiful people. It's the Village Wanderer, and welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. And today, I am going to share with you 5 things you must do on election day, so that you're just safe and you do what is required of you as a citizen. So stay tuned for 5 things that you must do on election day. We all know elections are right around the corner. They're coming up on the 9th of August. Today is the 2nd, so that means we only have about 7 more days to the elections. And this vlog is meant to give you tips on what to do on election day so that you stay safe and so that you're also able to conduct your civic duty as a patriotic citizen. So what are you meant to do on election day? Number 1, you're supposed to make sure that if you intend to vote, you have all your identification documents and that you present yourself at your registered polling station as early as possible. Make sure you do this in good time so that you get done with the business of voting and you move on to other things, and so that you're just able to get done with the business and probably not even line up for a long time, because you know most polling stations have long lines, which we hope won't be the case this time. But on polling day, make sure you have your voters, your identification documents, present yourself at your registered polling station as early as possible, and vote your preferred candidate as soon as possible, and that will be a good thing. Make sure that you're following the news, both on print, radio and TV, as well as social media, just to know what's happening in your immediate environment and in the nation at large. It's just good to be informed, not because of any possibility of violence or anything, but it's just good to be informed even as you go out to vote. Make sure that you're following the news, you're following what's happening, and you're keeping abreast with all the developments so that you're safe and you're just up to date with information. And remember, this is very important. Make sure you keep the peace. Stay away from hooliganism, vandalism of anybody's property or any public property. Just make sure that you stay away from any form of violence, because this can be detrimental not just to you but to other people as well. So stay away from hooligans, stay away from people who are bent on causing violence, and this will be good for you in the long run. After voting, make sure that you leave the polling station immediately, because the business there is primarily done. Unless you're an agent for a political party or an observer for an organization or a political party or a candidate, then if you're not any of those, make sure that you leave the polling station immediately after you're done. Make sure you go home or you go to your workplace or wherever you're going and follow the results from there. Do not hang around a polling station, because what you do is you complicate the dynamics for keeping the peace and keeping security. So ensure that after you cast your vote, you leave the polling station and go about your business. My final point is, when the results are announced, I know this will be a very, very anxious time for many, depending on which side of the divide you are supporting. Make sure that you're celebrating or you are going about your activities in a civil manner, especially in considerate being considerate of the opponents or your opponents, your political opponents. So be considerate. Understandably, these are high stakes election. Everybody is hoping to win. So there's a lot of tempers may flare, and people are depending on the candidate you're supporting. So when the results are announced, make sure that if you're celebrate in a civil manner. Do not be offensive to your opponents. Do not be insightful. Do not gaslight. Just make sure that you celebrate in a civil manner, and this will be good because it shows maturity within the voters and within the electorate, and it will also avoid a lot of confrontation and any sort of skirmishes in terms of people feeling that they've been disenfranchised and all that. We all have a country that has to go on after the elections, so let's keep the peace. Let's love one another as brothers and sisters, and let's just elect leaders soberly so that they can run the affairs of state and affairs of government for the next 5 years. This is not a life or death situation. So let's be civil in the way we conduct ourselves, even on election day, post-election. Let's be civil, let's keep the peace and love one another. So that's my 5 points for what you're supposed to do within the election day and a little bit past the election day. So if you have any points you want to add, you can add them in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching this video from to the end. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment for me, please. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, bye bye.